Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and shalom to the Akim that are teaching his word. Shalom Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. This is a news article here from the Metro, and it says, ID could stop a repeat of Windrush. So I'll just read what the article says. It says, Brexit plans to make EU citizens in the UK register for ID papers should extend to everyone to prevent another Windrush scandal. I think a think tank says Policy Exchange's David Goodhart said a proper national ID system would have prevented the harassment of the Windrush victims, as it would reassure people that we know who is in the country, for how long, and what their entitlements are. Under current plans, an estimated 3.6 million EU citizens in the UK will have to pay £65 to register to continue living in Britain after Brexit. They would be given an ID number if they secure settlement status. Ex-Brexit Secretary David Davis last year said the scheme was not an ID card, but critics fear it will eventually lead to them being introduced. Policy Exchange says the scheme but critics fear it will eventually lead to them being introduced. Policy Exchange says the scheme should be rolled out to all citizens initially on a voluntary basis. The Home Office last night declined to comment on the suggestions, but said decisions on the future immigration scheme would be based on evidence. And that obviously that's what the article says, and they want to obviously have an ID system for everyone that comes in and out the country. But obviously that's going to obviously lead to the RFID chip, man, because they could just say, look, everyone's going to have to get this chip now, basically, so we know who's coming in and out the country, who's here, what kind of people they are. All their information will be on it. So that's probably could lead, to the RFID chip, because they're saying the ID system. And what's the RFID chip? It's basically an ID system, man. It's a way of controlling the masses, pretty much, man. And that could, when the Brexit goes through, they could straight up just push the RFID chip, man, up with using things like this, or the Windrush scandal, using things like this to say, look, it's time to push this chip now, man, and everyone's just gonna have to get it, and they're gonna force it on the masses, man, because that's what the scriptures say. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So the rich people, from the rich people to the poorest person, okay. It says, and this is what the elites are going to do. It says, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. So it's going to be mandatory, man. Okay? So they're saying an ID system, but they could just straight up come out with a chip, man, soon, and just say, look, this is what everyone's got to take. All right? It says, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that's the mark of the beast. Okay? Which, Lord willing, we're in a time where he's going to push it, because the quicker he pushes, the quicker that happens, the prophecies are going to just roll through, man. The quicker that happens, it's just going to, that's a sure sign that the Lord's soon going to return. So Lord willing, this devil pushes this RFID chip soon, man, and with things like that that's happened, monitoring the people coming in and out of the country, that's, they can push that chip straight away and using an excuse like that, man. All right. So with that, that's just a quick one here. I'm just gonna, with that, I'm just gonna say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and shalom to the Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.